Okay, it says we're live. Hopefully it's working. I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder in the background. We're having quite a storm here. Anyway, so I used to have this deck that had different colors, astrology signs, gemstones, other things around the border of the picture. Um, this deck, I have this. This one's called Zodiac Intuit Oracle 108. It's from my friend gave this to me. It's from a Kickstarter. I have not done readings with it, well, because I don't really like cards that have all the writing on them. But this is specifically for learning. I thought about using it for teaching. This one has extra cards in it that are specifically for answering things like time, that something might happen. Okay, this one's not regular tarot cards. That's right. This one's all, and each of them have like a symbol and a meaning on it. All right. So it's an oracle deck. Then this other part of it. Put these back in the box. So we'll drop them again. Okay. All right. And it has inside the cover of the box. It says, "Connect with your deck, clearing, protecting." Has a list of all the zodiac signs and this baggie of little teeny tiny tumbled stones. But I can see that's very helpful if you're learning. I assume many of you are watching this because you're learning and you want to know more. Fluorite for Pisces. I'm just looking at what they have corresponding for each sign. Obsidian for Scorpio. Obsidian. What am I obsidian for? Obsidian. Yeah, obsidian's volcanic glass. It's not really a crystal per se. Interesting. Even though it's a water sign, although it's intense. Carnelian for Leo. Huh. Anyway, and you can. There's books. You can get into the numbers of the deck. I mean, the numbers of the cards. This book's pretty good. I've never been like deep in numerology or astrology or really any other practice. I dabble. Definitely not an expert in numerology or astrology. But it's fun. I like doing the birth numbers. Anyway, as far as correspondences in tarot, this deck, this is like this is the same company, Intuit Tarot, Controversa. All right, here's the cover. Why is it? The light's kind of weird today. I don't know what's going on with that. I guess because the box is pink. Yeah, there it goes. Intuit Tarot. I don't know if you can get this anywhere else. It was a Kickstarter a few years ago. Ages 12 and up. Funny. And this is made for learning. Has it's like the Magician card number 1. Has the astrology sign of Mercury. If you know your magic, that definitely correlates with Hermes and Mercury as a god and all those things. Has the words like resourceful creator, willpower, influence, master manifester, inspired action, concentration, resourceful intellect. The reversed meaning. Inception. The pre-manifest. Plan. Establish a clear vision. Thoughts becoming things. Okay. And if you've paid attention to my videos, you know I also rely quite a bit on context and what my guides tell me about each card as I'm going along. But I used to really I even shy away from taking a tarot class until my teacher said, take a tarot class. So I did. And because I shy away from, I'd rather not know. I'd rather not have a memorized catalog of the symbols or whatever. But I see the value. It's like in language, learning the vocabulary. Like, how do you construct sentences if you only know 100 words? But now I know 2,000 words. Okay? So this helps you learn the vocabulary, learning the correspondences and correlations with the symbols in the cards. I now have great value for learning that. Especially if you understand your goal is not to just memorize them, but to get a better understanding of the symbolism. And you might ask, do different cultures have different symbols? Absolutely. There's actually a whole Chinese system of divination that has different symbols. And the Chinese zodiac also slightly different. I think it's based on a moon calendar instead of our calendar. Anyway, correspondences are fun and help you widen your perspective, widen your spiritual tarot vocabulary. Here, let's take one of the people cards. Has Pisces, Scorpio, and Saturn. Queen of Cups, creative idealist, emotionally connected, deep feelings, in the flow, empathic, intuitive, satisfying. Okay, I get that. Because it's cups, so it's water, the element of water. It's queen, so it's female, mature female. So think about double receptive. Water's receptive, emotional, female, receptive, male, flooded, fostering codependence, melancholic, irrational, gullible, wallowing, imbalanced. I agree. I often say the lesson with the Queen, and that's what I focus on. What are you here for? Why are you in this reading? The Queen of Cups often represents the need or desire to learn to be receptive without being a victim, without being taken advantage of. That's a big thing for me with the Queen of Cups. That person, they're striving to be receptive and understand and embody that female quality, but why can't they? So what prevents you from being a victim? One of my favorite subjects, healthy boundaries. Being able to say, this is my space, this is your space, and you don't come in until I tell you to, or invite you in. So you might look up a deck like this. It has it's called Q&A Tarot. I remember they sold this at Pathways, a long time. Probably still have it. And the same thing has the writing on the card. Anyway, I keep this because I'll use it for teaching, and I like the art. Did you notice the cards are not glossy? They're matte. So I think they'll last a long time too. So, any questions? questions? I'm looking for a company that makes it, and it's just that company. It's just Intuit Tarot. IntuitPublishing.com. So you can probably find it online. I'll post it in the comments right now since there's no questions. I think if I do this, it'll go to all the sources. So you know we're using StreamYard and broadcasting to Happy Medium Wheel Facebook page, Circle of Light Facebook page, and the Circle of Light YouTube channel. So in the number 2, IntuitPublishing.com. It worked. Went to all 3 sources just like that. So looks like our broadcast worked this time. Even sounds like the rain calmed down. So thanks a bunch. If you have any questions about correspondences or anything about the oracles or tarot or anything, just let us know. Interesting. I like this. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I never really even paid attention that much to what they say about it on the box. Images rich with meaning, easy to interpret. Astrological references, balanced court card energy, reversals made easy, keyword option. Pretty cool. Alright. Well, as usual, post your questions in the comments, and we will see them and address them. So then, until next time, let's see, it's been 12. Let's just do it. So for people who view this, divine oneness of being, ascended masters and teachers, our own personal guides, and overlanding angels, thank you for coming with us this time as we come here today seeking information to shed light upon our individual and collective paths on what to be. Little shuffle, little cut. The Hierophant. Woo-wee! It's a good one for a 1 card of the day. So the Hierophant holds the key of knowledge. Yes, that's true. Often represents a teacher. How do I say this? Between, that first book I mentioned when I first started doing these, the Tarot and the Journey of the Hero, he speaks in terms of archetypes. And the archetype of the Hierophant is interesting because this card used to be called the Pope back when, a couple hundred years ago. Then became the Hierophant, and now it's become more about well, it doesn't matter. What matters is that because of the history of it being the Pope and representing the church, it can represent rules, structure, and the need or desire to fit in, and the conflict that you have with that. And the other major theme for me in this card is the teaching. So you might want to consider that as you go through your day. Being a teacher, being a student, and also how you cope with fitting in. peace and love and good happiness stuff. Until next time. But I do want to remind you that, so we do Tarot Tuesdays, obviously on Tuesday, Mantra Monday, Wisdom Wednesday. I'm getting better about making it around the same time, about 11:45 to noon. We have our service in South St. Louis, Sunday nights at 6. Tonight we have a special monthly thing we do called Message Mastery. And that's where we practice our message giving, communication with spirit. People are welcome to come to that. That's in person only. We don't broadcast that, of course. And we have a big event coming up in November, the first Saturday in November. And we will have more on that later. Peace.